Hi, I'm Lara Waldman, the Abundance Activator, author of Money Manifestation Mastery. And today we're going to follow your flow and follow your no. When it comes to being a manifestation master, there's an important thing that I want to share with you today, and that's about finding your flow and following your flow. I also call this your wealth frequency. This is the powerful flow or energetic current or frequency that is a key ingredient to manifestation, to consciously creating what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, in alignment with your heart, body, and soul. It is incredibly powerful. And I want to share how to tap into that with you today. Your wealth frequency, this creative current, this flow, is connected to source, universal energy, and it comes down through the crown of your head all the way through your body, from the tip of your head right down to the tips of your toes, and flows through your body down into the earth and connects right down to the center of the earth. When you're in your flow or tapped into your wealth frequency, as I like to call it, you're in full connection with your body, with the earth, and with the universe. And from this flow, this creative current, when you're flowing and activated with your wealth frequency, you're aligned with your creative power. It's exceptionally powerful. There is a flow, a current of creation. And this flow, this current of creation has an intelligence, has a consciousness, and knows what it wants to create, knows what it wants to experience, knows what it's here to do. Your job is to create space for that flow, that creative current, and to get out of the way, to let it flow, to let that consciousness create. You are part of that. You are in leadership of that creative current and flow, but it's much bigger than you. It's beyond the mind. It's beyond the ego. It's beyond the I even. This is tapping into something even greater that I call your purpose, your power, and your prosperity. It's helping you to create from this deep, rich, powerful place. So this is when we step into manifestation mastery, when you're in alignment with your wealth frequency, when this flow, this current of creation is flowing through you, and then you are listening to it, honoring it, and letting it lead. You're leading it, it's leading you. It is a beautiful co-creation. Now, this is a very high level, mastery level alignment or embodiment. But this is where manifestation mastery happens. Now, the challenge is coming back into alignment with this wealth frequency, with this creative current, with this consciousness. That is a discipline and that is a practice to come back into alignment, because your creative current, this flow, knows what it's here to do, knows what it's here to create, and knows what it wants to become. And it's tapped into your wants and your desires. But this creative current is growing beyond the past, beyond life as you've known it. So it wants to grow and evolve beyond the society that you were raised in, the family that you were raised in, the culture that you were raised in, past structures and systems. It wants to innovate. It wants to expand. It wants to know itself. And this is very exciting, and it's incredibly creative, and it's full of life force energy, but it can also be very confronting and very challenging for your mind, for the very well-trodden neural pathways, the old ways of doing things, and what you need to do or how you need to behave in order to fit in and be accepted based on cultural norms, for example. So it takes a lot of trust and faith and courage to follow this flow, to follow this creative current and create from this very innovative, life-giving place. and also learn how to work with it. You're in relationship with this energy. You're in relationship with this current and getting to know how it works. And what's so amazing about this flow, this wealth frequency, is that it's also here to grow you and evolve you, to transform and alchemize the old. So as you allow this flow of energy to move through you, even though it's pure life force energy, it's pure creation, and it's wonderful, it will be challenging the old ways, the old hardwired systems within and without. So you're going to come up against old wounds, old trauma, old thoughts, old beliefs, old stories that are stored in your body. And this energy wants to alchemize, it wants to transform. So when we are going to manifest or consciously create an alignment with this energy, know that you will also be being transformed. Alchemy is happening in order for you to step into that flow, into that creative current. And this is where it can be very challenging and confronting, because transformation or change can be painful. It can be uncomfortable, mostly because what our mind does and what the old neural pathways are doing when you're going through change and transformation. So you want to start listening to this creative current, this wealth frequency, this conscious intelligence that wants to create through you. Like I said, you are part of it, you are co-creating with it, but also to follow your no. So follow your flow and follow your no. Where do you feel contracted? What is no longer feeding you? And this, again, can be quite confusing sometimes and quite confronting, because perhaps some of the ways that you used to do things, or some dynamics you were in, or some ways of being, ways of behaving, ways of relating, are actually not in alignment with that flow, with that wealth frequency. And they take you out of alignment into an old habit or an old way of being. Now, when there is a no, when there's something that is no longer aligned, it doesn't mean it's necessarily bad or wrong. It's just no longer aligned with you and where you're going. We want to feed your energy into that flow, into that creative current, so you can consciously manifest what you want. And you want to withdraw your energy from spaces and places that are leaking your energy or draining your resources, or simply no longer aligned. And that transition of withdrawing your energy from one place and consciously feeding your energy into a new place can be uncomfortable and can take a bit of time to adjust, because you are letting go, you're grieving the old, you're surrendering and opening up to the new, opening new doors. And as wonderful and as exciting as that is, I found that it can be immensely uncomfortable and confronting. So please be patient with yourself, and please be kind with yourself as you're making that transition. Sometimes we just need time to allow for that change. And so this is why some things that you want to manifest, or some things that you want to create, can take time, because you're going through quite a big inner shift and inner transition. So this can be a bit of an exploration to get to know how your creative current, that flow, that wealth frequency communicates, where that yes is, where that alignment is, and where your no is. And this is a journey of exploration. Generally, a no will be more contracted, heavy, there'll be a drop of energy, and a yes will fill you with energy. There'll be a lift, but it can also scare you because it's out of your comfort zone. So it's up to you to start to get to know your wealth frequency, your creative current, your flow, and where the no is, and starting to understand the difference. This won't always be logical, and it might go against some old ways of doing things, some old habits, old behaviors. So again, this is why it can take time to make these transitions and step into manifestation mastery. Even though this creative current, this flow, this wealth frequency is absolutely beautiful, incredibly powerful, it's a very fast energy sometimes, it's a very powerful energy, and it can also take your body and your mind some time to adjust to it, to adapt to it. Like I said, you're going to be going on a journey of grieving, of letting go, of change, of transformation, of healing, of evolution. And that can be an uncomfortable journey. So please be patient with yourself. You need to give your body, your mind, a chance to catch up to this beautiful, beautiful creative current. And you will be releasing and letting go of old stories, old beliefs, past emotions that you've been storing in your body, maybe old trauma, ancestral trauma, societal beliefs, cultural beliefs, family beliefs, patterns, and programs that you've been carrying inside of your beautiful body. And this flow, this creative current, this wealth frequency wants to transform and alchemize, to grow you and evolve you. It's what it's designed to do. And yet sometimes we can have growing pains as we're stepping into this new alignment, this heart, body, soul aligned wealth creation. So once again, please listen to your body, follow your flow, follow your no, listen, stay curious, be the great explorer of this great adventure into conscious wealth creation, one patient, beautiful step at a time. And if you need any support with this, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can share any questions you have in the comments below. You're also welcome to apply for a free one-to-one session with me. This is an application-only process. I have limited spaces available, but please feel free to apply for one of these sessions, and I will help you get really clear on your wealth frequency, on your creative current, on your manifestation master within, and what's stopping you or blocking you from fully aligning to that flow. I'll help you to get clear on where your blocks are and where your flow is and what your next best aligned action is. So feel free to reach out for one of those. If you want to dive even deeper, I'm offering free masterclasses, free retreats. There's ways to tap in and to start exploring this work together. You can check out all that information below this video. So thank you for joining me for today's conversation. Follow your flow, follow your no. I hope you found it helpful. I'm here to help you wake up this beautiful wealth frequency and become the great leader, business owner, entrepreneur that you're here to be, creating waves of change in this world aligned with your heart, body, and soul. See you again very soon.